Today we'll be talking about the quadratic formula. Last class we learned how to solve quadratic equations by completing the square. If we were to use ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, we could actually complete the square on this and we'd come up with the quadratic formula. I'll do that in class next time and show you how that works. But the quadratic formula will end up looking like this. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over, notice that line goes all the way across, 2 times a. And so that will be our answer. And I'll sing it for you next class as well. I'm not going to record my singing voice. Be sure that when you're doing the quadratic formula that your equation is in standard form first, as this is written right here, and that one side of the equation is always equal to 0. Then, unless otherwise stated, all answers should be left in a simplified radical form. So let's do example 1. We're going to solve each equation using the quadratic formula. First, we want to make sure that we have it in standard form and that we have a 0 on this side. So we're going to need to subtract 14. So we'll have m to the second minus 5m minus 14 is equal to 0. So that means that a is equal to, that's the coefficient of m squared, so 1. B is equal to negative 5, and C is equal to negative 14. Now we're going to use the formula. It probably helps if you would rewrite it every time until you have it memorized. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I want the opposite of b. Well, b is a negative 5, so the opposite of negative 5 is going to be positive 5. So x is going to be equal to positive 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared. So negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. And I like to do that in my head before I write it down. And then minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is a negative 14. And it's all going to be over 2 times a, so 2. So x is going to be equal to 5 plus or minus the square root of, so I'll need to multiply out 4 times 14. It's going to be positive, so there's going to be 25 plus, so make sure you watch out for that, plus, and that's going to be 6 carry 1, 56, all over 2. So x is going to be equal to 5 plus or minus the square root of, that's 11 carry 1, 3 and 5. Oh, that's 81 over 2. I ran off the page, didn't I? I'm going to make a division here and continue working over in this corner. I know what the square root is, so I'm going to need to simplify the square root of 81, which is 9. So I'm going to have 5 plus 9 over 2 for one of my answers, and my other answer is going to be 5 minus 9 over 2. So that's going to be 14 divided by 2, which is 7, and negative 4 divided by 2, which is negative 2. So here's my two answers. All right, so let's do example B. You can see it's in standard form, y squared, y constant. So our A is 3, our B is negative 10, and our C is 6. So x is going to be equal to the opposite of b, so the opposite of negative 10 is positive 10, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is going to be 100, minus 4 times a, that's 12, times 6 is 72, so minus 72. So 4 times 3 times 6, all over 2 times a, so 2 times 6. I need to simplify it, so I get x is equal to 10 plus or minus the square root of 100 minus 72 is going to be 28 over 6. Draw a line here. I can simplify the square root of 28 into a 4 and a 7. So that's going to be 10 plus or minus 2 radical 7 over 6. And at that point, we're going to notice that 2 goes into all 3 of these spots. So I'm going to reduce this by 2, and I'm going to get 5 plus or minus the square root of 7 over 3. And that's equal to x. And that's our answer. So at this time, try these next 2 problems, and we'll see how you do tomorrow on that. Pick up on the next video.